These are supplies I will need for my experiment. 4 2 liters, 1 bag of gravel, 1 bag of sand, water from the creek, a computer, a camera, and I will also need cotton balls, coffee filters, and my ingenuity. So, I'll see you on the other side. With the 2 liters is I've cut them in the middle and flipped the tops down into it. So that's where the water is going to sit once it's finished processing. A coffee filter is going to be right there where that little tube is. And I did same with 2. And then I cut off the bottoms of these Mountain Dew bottles and poked a hole in the cap and put cotton balls to hold all the materials that I'm going to be putting in, like the rocks and the sand. And also, this is a constant, so is the coffee filter, because it helps purify the water. So, there's the bottoms. Here's the coffee filters that I will be putting in. They're just a standard white coffee filter. I got some bigger sand so it wouldn't build up, and it's still classified as sand. Here's the fine sand. That'll really make a big difference. And then here's the big bag of gravel. So I'm going to end this for now, and I will bring it back when I've put in the materials. So now I'm pouring the thicker sand inside the bottle, the sand bottle. You don't have to do it all. You don't have to do it all. Shh. Now we're going to have to edit that out. Yes, you do. Okay. Like gold dust. Okay, now here comes the fine sand. Yeah, let me see. I'm going to put just a little bit more than that to even it out a little bit in sand wise. Okay, let me get about half. Whoops, got a little bit of spill. But I got half of a bag of fine sand left. Just going to shake it up, make it a little bit level. And now on to the gravel, which this one's just going to be filled solidly up with these gravel stones, whatever you want to call them. I need a little bit more than that. So that's my gravel. It'll balance. Let me close up the containers. Do that. And now what's going to happen is I'm going to put each of these on like that, like so. And first I'm going to try out the sand. And each will get 2 bottles of 16 fluid ounce creek water. And this is all creek water. It'll take it a while to soak in, but it'll soak, and as you can see, it's slowly seeping through. Here, I'll try and fill it up all the way. And then we'll just have to wait a little bit. See, you can see it dripping through. and you'll see pretty much pure H2O come out. What's happening is the bacteria from the sand is battling from the bacteria of the water, so they're fighting for space. And I'm just seeing if there's any sediment, you know, anything large enough that can hurt you, that comes out. I'll wait till I finish dripping. Now I'm gonna do the rock, which this one will be a whole lot faster since it has a bit more gaps in it. And I will take out the cotton balls and the coffee filters to show you the result and how much, you know, each had. But as you can see, the rock quickly filtering through, even though the sand got a little bit of a head start. Sand's still falling a little bit behind. Let me adjust the, if it'll let me. But now I'll go ahead and start again with the rock since it's going pretty fast. Just pour a little bit more. I don't want to get it too heavy because it, as you just saw, it just sunk in a little bit. So I don't want to happen because that'll hit the coffee filter. So I'll wait. Now this is a pure waiting game. And as you can see, I'm not sure if the camera can see it, but there's a bunch of sediment inside of each bottle. Some of it's sand that just floated to the top, but other than that, yep. Now it's going a little bit faster. I'll pour a little bit more. Here, let me get the, and this one is the dirty one. It got a bunch of materials in it, so, and it'll be good to for a good while. But so far I don't see any big pieces of sediment on either side. Yep. Going good so far. And here. Maybe it'll put a little bit more on the rock one. I'll try and make sure it doesn't, oh wait, yep, that's the right bottle. And there's a little bit more left, don't want to push it to its limit. You can see oxygen bubbles in the rock one, but you don't really see anything in the sand one. It's just slowly dripping through. The cotton balls are probably going to have a little bit of sediment in it. That's going to play a factor, but you can see some fine materials on both of the containers. Most of that's probably from the sand, but some of it can be from the other sediment. Okay, so I'm removing this part of it. Just let a little bit, what little is left, drip out. It kind of helps if it's higher since it has higher gravity and it'll drip faster. And by the way, I will be pulling out the cotton balls after this experiment is finished. And we'll also let the filter dry and see what color it turns, the coffee filter. What in the world? we're gonna have to set it out to dry. So what do you want to do with drying it? I'm
not gonna taste that.
You just started filming and you're like, you ain't gonna taste that. Now I have finished the rocks and it took them very, very long. So now I'm gonna add this water to what I produced. Not sure it's all gonna fit, but oh, well, it did. Now I have to let the coffee filter dry, which I'm using rubber bands to hold them down. The next step will be to take out the cotton swabs, or the cotton balls. Dude, this one's not looking too good. It's got bits of sediment in it. Well, that's great. Freaking gosh, now that... No, my... So, I'm going to have to wait for that to dry, then I'll check the cotton swabs, and as you can see, I had a little bit of a spill, but it's okay. So, I'll come to you with the conclusion in a little while. This is the one with sand. You can see a little, like, on right there, where it's dried, it's gotten, if you can see it, there's brown streaks. I'm assuming that's where some sediment was not trapped. Like there's just a few spots. And now we just have to wait for the rock one.